Royalty and record-breaking crowds have descended on Birmingham to watch top-flight athletes compete for Commonwealth Games glory. 37 gold medals were won on day 5, the busiest of the Games so far. And the stars of track and field have joined the party. Time for them to shine.
Alexander Stadium, venue for the athletics events. 6 gold medals to be won in the evening session, along with some significant qualification races. In the first qualifying heat of the men's 110-metre hurdles, Jamaica's Olympic champion Hansel Parchment started his Commonwealth campaign. He was in lane 3.
Well, pretty even at the moment over the first couple of flights. Posey beginning to move away for England there on the far side. Really good battle between Brathwaite and Parchment. These 3 battling away. The first 3 go through by right, remember. And Posey, I think, might have been just run out of it there. Well, Parchment takes it. A nice steady race from him, winning in 13.34.
Parchment safely through to the final, which takes place on day 7. Many spectators were hoping for English track success in the women's T37-38 100 metres. Sophie Han, the reigning Commonwealth and Olympic Games champion, a favourite for gold.
On your marks.
The stare of Sophie Han in 3. James, Cooper, Han, Smith, Breen, Clark, Pardee, Bartlett. The women's T37-38 100-metre Commonwealth final. Expect Han to start fast in 3, but keep your eyes on Clark, the Australian, in 6.
Set.
A pretty even start, but Sophie Han, eyes on the prize. Breen running nicely for Wales. Olivia Breen's the one that's going to put pressure under Sophie Han. And a roar from Olivia Breen for Wales in lane number 5. And 12.83 seconds. Wow, the gold medal goes to Wales.
Gold medal field events were also underway. England's Holly Bradshaw was ruled out by an injury she sustained while warming up. So 8 athletes started the women's pole vault.
Now, Nina Kennedy probably starts as the favourite, the World Championship bronze medalist from Eugene. Her opening height, 4:35, first time. Boom, look at that. Masses of space between herself and the bar.
That was Australian Nina Kennedy, entering the competition with a confident first vault. England's Molly Cordery led as the bar went up to 4.50 metres. After 2 failures, she needed to land her 3rd vault.
Cordery, 3rd and final attempt at 4.50. Oh, thought she had that.
Cordery was guaranteed at least a silver medal. Nina Kennedy needed a clearance at a new height to win gold.
.460, second attempt. This will give her the gold all to herself, and she does just that, helps herself to the title.
In the women's discus, Nigeria's Chioma Onyekwere's 4th round throw saw her take the lead.
Oh, that's got a good flight on it.
Onyekwere's teammate, Obiageri Amaechi, followed with her 5th round throw.
Amaechi then of Nigeria, her teammate leads the way with 61 metres and 70. A roar from the Nigerian.
That throw put her into a medal place. Then came Jade Lally.
Silver is going to Jade Lally, but she's got to throw over 61 metres and 70 to take the gold away from the Nigerian. Chioma Onyekwere's can barely watch. Lally, one more throw to improve silver.
Just 9 runners lined up at the start of the 10,000 metres. In the early stages, England's Sam Atkin opened up a sizable gap. By the halfway mark, Kenya's Daniel Simiyu Abenyu and Kibiwot Kandi had taken the lead.
Hard to know when you make your move, but Abenyu looking very composed here, having a little look round just to see who's there.
Uganda have won 10,000 metre gold at these games since 2006. And Jacob Kiplimo wanted to ensure that record continued. As the bell approached, it was Uganda versus Kenya.
Listen to the noise from the crowd here. Everybody in Birmingham responding to this classic duel over 10,000 metres. Abenyu strikes for home. He has tracked Jacob Kiplimo like an unwanted shadow, but all of a sudden, he is the man in the firing line. Kiplimo gives a little glance over his shoulder. Is it an indication that he's tiring? But he's coming wide now. Abenyu being forced to answer the questions inside the last 200 metres. Who's got the heart? Who's got the belief? Who's got the desire? Kiplimo not waiting for the straight. He's running wide round the bend. And look at the grace with which he's accelerating here. He has been desperate to upgrade so many bronze and silver medals on the track to a gold here in Birmingham, and he's going to do it. The crowd are on their feet saluting a wonderful run from a great champion. It was destined to be his. He took it by the scruff of the neck, and it's gold again for Uganda. Jacob Kiplimo coming out on top. A brilliant, brilliant silver from Daniel Abenyu. What a race.
The session concluded with 2 para-track 100-metre finals. In the men's T45-47 100 metres, Emmanuel Temeteo Oyibo Koko was the crowd favourite.
Set.
Away this time, really good start in lane 3 for Oyibo Koko. Oyibo Koko storming away with this one at the moment. In second place alongside him is Abidagun, and then coming through Page there. Snatches the silver medal at the last. Gold and bronze, I think, for England. Silver for Australia. Jaden Page, the 17-year-old, having a great run. 10.94, the time there.
Joyous scenes for England fans, and to finish the T33-34 women's 100-metre final. Olympic champion Hannah Cockcroft came to the start with gold on her mind.
Set.
This is the one missing from Hannah Cockcroft's collection, and Carrie Denigan, front wheel coming off the track, is putting her under pressure. This is a great, great effort from Denigan. Lambert going well in third, but Cockcroft is coming away. She is not to be denied. The world champion, the Paralympic champion, becomes the Commonwealth champion. The golden girl from Yorkshire delivers again.
Ten gold medals were on offer on day 5 of swimming at the Sandwell Aquatic Centre, and plenty of familiar faces were back in the pool. In the women's 100 metres breaststroke, South Africans Tatiana Schoenmaker and Lara van Niekerk were both looking for their second victories of the Games.
0.66 between Van Niekerk and Schoenmaker. Hodges third, but South seem to already have this race by the throat. And Van Niekerk in particular, look how strong she is in lane number 4. Her teammates trying to catch her, and hard though she tries, she's not really making any impression on Lara Van Niekerk. She looks immense. Last 15 to come, and hard though she's trying, Schoenmaker's going to get edged out for second if she's not careful, because Hodges is coming, Harkin's coming, it's Van Niekerk absolutely conclusively with a 1:05.47, and Schoenmaker in second, Hodges in third place, and she won that by quite a distance.
The men's 200 metres backstroke was next, and one of the leading candidates was England's Luke Greenbank, who claimed Olympic bronze in this event in Tokyo.
into the last 50. It is Luke Greenbank who leads by 0.29 of a second. Woodward in third place. Woodward's still got a bit left in the tank. So too has Josh Edward-Smith. But it's the two red caps right in the centre. And here comes Brodie Williams in lane 5. This is going to be a head-to-head. And also don't discount the Australian in lane number 3. Bradley Woodward's coming back too. I think Luke Greenbank is spent. It's going to be Brodie Williams surely for the goal. Williams surely is going to take this. It's tight. It is Williams. Williams gets there. Brodie Williams is the Commonwealth Games champion. Second place going to Bradley Woodward. And third to Peter Kurtzer. No medal for Luke Greenbank. He finished 5th.
3 Australians lined up for the women's 200 metres butterfly, including teenagers Abby Connor, who's 17, and 18-year-old Lizzie Deckers.
Lizzie Deckers in 4. Also coming fast now is Brianna Throssell up there in lane number 2. Throssell actually looks like she might be overtaking Stevens here. Stevens digging in for second place. The winner's going to be Lizzie Deckers. Can Stevens get there for second place? Yes, she can. Throssell edged into third, so it's silver for Laura Stevens, but the winning time for Lizzie Deckers is 2:07.26.
And Australia had another 3 swimmers in the final of the women's 100 metres freestyle, with Emma McKeown the favourite for gold.
It's Jack McKeown and Anna Hopkins had a very good 50.
Here comes Molly O'Callaghan though. Anna Hopkins really holding on there. Shania Jack wanted to turn her 4th place from 2018 into a medal. But it is these 4 girls in the medal, the 3 Australians and the English swimmer.
It's Jack, McKeown, O'Callaghan and Hopkins all going for the medals. But lane 5 looked like she's coming through. O'Callaghan with a very fast finish. She's going to take the gold for Australia. O'Callaghan followed by Jack, followed by McKeown. It is the 1, 2, 3 we suspected it might be.
In the men's 100 metres butterfly, Chad Leclerc of South Africa was targeting a record 19th Commonwealth medal. But this was a race of such quality that he knew he faced a real fight to finish in the top 3.
They're all in a line. It's very, very level. Joshua Edwards is kind of edging it a little bit.
But here comes Matt Temple and here comes James Guy. James Guy going with Temple. Is it going to be Edwards? Is it going to be Temple? Is it going to be Guy? It is Edwards. Temple and Guy finished joint second.
After missing out on a medal in the 100 metres breaststroke, England's Adam Peaty was back, hoping to take gold in the 50 metre event.
Peaty needs a good start. Does Peaty get a good start? Yes, he's one of the quickest away in lane number 4, but doesn't come up way ahead.
No, Hooley had a really good underwater, and Peaty is currently in the lead, but Williamson fighting him, Hooley fighting him, Craig Benson going well as well here in the closing stages.
Adam Peaty up against Williamson. Peaty's going to come through and take this. Adam Peaty's going to get the 50 metres and does! It's Adam Peaty, 26.76. He's come back. Not that he ever really went anywhere, but Adam Peaty has just exploded.
In the first of 2 para-swimming finals, England's James Hollis came out of retirement to race in the men's 100 metres butterfly S10 event, where he faced 2 strong Australians.
It is Cole Pearce, Alex Saffy and James Hollis stroke for stroke, but Alec Elliott's still going very well.
Yeah, Cole Pearce hasn't got it yet. Alex Saffy is coming back at him and James Hollis is coming back at both of them. This thing could be tight. Could be an Aussie 1, 2, 3, or Hollis could get in the mix. It's going to be lane number 5. It's going to be Cole Pearce for the gold. Is there a bronze for England? It's going to be tight on the bronze. Yes, there is. Oh, the crowd goes mad. James Hollis snatches that 3rd place. It is an Aussie 1-2. Cole Pearce followed by Alex Saffy. But what a finish by James Hollis.
To the women's 200 metres individual medley SM10 category next. Canada's Aurélie Rivard was the bronze medalist at the Games in 2014 and then took silver in 2018. Could she complete the collection in Birmingham?
Well, Rivard is starting to make her move. Here she comes in lane 4. She's got a lot of work to do, though, to overcome Jasmine Greenwood. She's got a big lead, but is it big enough to hold on because Riva is catching her very, very quickly. Every single stroke, she's edging closer, but is she going to run out of room? Last few meters, we're inside 15 now. It's going to be Jasmine Greenwood is going to get it. Riva is beaten. It's going to be an Australian 1 and 3, though, because Kira Stevens will come in for third place.
Ariana Titmus of Australia went in search of her third gold medal in Birmingham in the women's 800 metres freestyle and blew away the competition.
The Australian record holder at 2, 4 and 800 freestyle. Her best time, her personal best time is 8:13.83. Well, she's not going to do that here, but she's going to be in the region of 8:13.59. It is a new Games record. In fact, it is a new personal best. Second place to Kia Melverton and Lani Pallister in third.
The final race of the evening was the eagerly anticipated mixed 4x100 metres medley relay. We joined the race in the final leg, the freestyle, with Australia leading.
The battle is really on for second place. Amy Canny closest to us and Freya Anderson for England. There is about half a second between them. Freya Anderson's got the crowd on her back and look at her come. Australia have got the win. Also coming at Canada with Ruslan Gaziev. He's a man, of course, and he's going to start catching as well. So there's three options here. Look at Gaziev coming right through. Freya Anderson's moving into second place. She now needs to hold off the fast finishing Canadian. Australia have got the win. Is it second for England? No, it's Canada. Ruslan Gaziev was finished like a train.
Australia's Georgia Godwin looked poised to claim her third gymnastics gold in Birmingham when she scored 13.433 in the balance beam final. It looked tough to beat, but then young Australian Katie Macdonald pulled off the performance of her life.
Well, Macdonald posted a very steady routine in the qualifications. And another one here. Make it interesting in terms of the standings. Very light in all of her movements, particularly the acrobatic ones. Well performed. She should get those connection bonuses. All full. She's really clean, stylish, great body lines. Chain jack leap, split jump. Once again, working for the connections to add to the difficulty score. Well, one of the few routines we've seen without a wobble at all.
Well, she says Georgia Godwin is one of her heroes, and the mission today is to try to beat Georgia.
You'll get a good score for this routine.
A good score.
Whoa,
it's the top score.
Wow, she's so surprised.
22-year-old Macdonald had done enough to edge past her teammate and claim her first gold medal. Leading Australian hope Tyson Bull was given a second chance at horizontal bar glory. After initially failing to qualify for the final, he earned a reprieve when teammate Jessie Moore withdrew with a shoulder injury.
Stoop half, right on top of the bar. He's got big combinations here. Second release, Casina.
It's the dismount he's not been able to practice much. It'll all be about this last moment for Tyson Bull.
Well, to this point in the routine, technically he's performing it beautifully. He's got to go all out here. He'll need a stick. He's gone for the full twist, and well done to Tyson Bull.
That's better. He has grabbed that opportunity. 14-2-3-3 to Tyson Bull.
Cypriot Marios Yuriou came agonisingly close to beating Bull's score, but just missed out. Could his teammate Ilias Yuriou, who was up last, get the job done?
Sina catches it nicely. Great speed they build up. Kicks out Coleman. Coach is giving plenty of instructions from the side. Technically not allowed, but you get a lot of that. There's a good straddle. Tkachev as well.
His form looks good.
Yeah.
Just about sticks the landing. Marios Yuriou in the background is going crazy for his teammate, and that looks a medal-winning performance, but which one? He's got it.
Deservedly so. Actually, his D score, he's put more difficulty in with a 5.9. Execution, 8.566 to take out the gold from Bull. Cyprus takes the gold and the bronze, Australia the silver.
The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge were in the arena along with Princess Charlotte, who says her favourite sport is gymnastics. Would she witness a second gold medal of the Games for Alice Kinsella, this time in the floor exercise?
Can she perform this last line well enough? Yes. And that's more like the Alice Kinsella that we've seen before, and she's thrilled that she's been able to put together this last routine so well.
Yes, there's a look finally of joy and relief, which is so good to see. Achampong happy for her. 13.366, top spot she goes.
Sometimes the hardest earned medals are the sweetest.
There was an early treat for home fans at the Coventry Arena as the first of 4 judo gold medal bouts featured an English competitor. Gemma Howell took on Canada's Catherine Beauchemin-Pinard in the women's under 63 kilogram final. With neither competitor able to make a decisive move in the first 4 minutes, it went to a golden score. So one big moment now would be decisive.
So now Beauchemin-Pinard attacking on the ground. Oh, and she's turned up, and she'll go for the arm lock here. And now Howell could be in trouble here. That arm's starting to come out. She's ready to tap, Howell. Now, can she get the pressure on? She hasn't tapped yet. She was just about to. And if she can turn her hips inwards, she might save this. Oh, no, she's had to submit.
Catherine Beauchemin-Pinard, Tokyo bronze medalist last year, Commonwealth Games gold medalist this year.
After that silver medal for England and Gemma Howell, her teammate Daniel Powell was hoping to go one better. He was up against Gambia's Faye Unji in the under 73 kilogram division, and again it went to a golden score.
Now this is where he's dangerous, Powell, and he needs to really go for it. Here we go. And there's the turnover. Oh, look at that. He's managed to turn it back. That was terrific. And he's going to go again. This is it. He's going to secure it this time. There's the hold down. And look at how tight he's got the top half here. And Daniel Powell just needs to hold for 10 seconds. As soon as you see a Wazeri on that board, it's all over. But they're going to let him hold for the whole Ippon. And that's 20 seconds. Daniel Powell, what a performance from him.
Well, they had to wait a while for this one, but the crowds in Coventry giving a monumental cheer to Daniel Powell. Commonwealth Games champion, and what a contest.
The women's under-70 kilogram gold medal went to Aoife Coughlin of Australia, when opponent Ebony Drysdale-Daly of Jamaica was disqualified for collecting 3 penalties or shidos during the fight.
All over. Coughlin wins by 3 shidos given to Drysdale. She is the winner.
Despite the outcome, the 2 competitors left the arena arm in arm. Last into action was Lachlan Moorhead, who had his eyes on England's 2nd gold medal of the session. Standing in his way, top seed Francois Gauthier-Drapeau of Canada.
Well, he's got to start putting the work in now, Moorhead. And that is it. Look at that, very low Siatoshi there. Brilliant stuff there from Moorhead. And he goes a Wazari up. That just came out of the blue. Got to make sure that he doesn't receive a second penalty, Moorhead. That'll put him under pressure. Oh, it's all over! It's all over! Moorhead's done it! What a Siatoshi that was! Gauthier-Drapeau didn't stand a chance. The crowd are on their feet, and the English have another gold medal.
There was another busy day at the weightlifting, and the evening session concluded with the women's 87 kilogram class. Cameroon's Clementine Numbisi had finished 4th in the snatch, but improved to 2nd after lifts of 118 and 121 kilos in the clean and jerk.
Well, the clean was hard enough, but she's got the lift, 121 kilos.
Numbisi had 1 lift to come, as did Nigeria's Mary Oshio. And if she was successful at 123 kilos, she'd fancy her chances of securing a medal.
Well, that is 3 out of 3 in the snatch, 3 out of 3 in the clean and jerk.
Crystal Ngala entered the fray at 125. 5th in the 69 kilo category in Glasgow in 2014. The Canadian knew a medal would be hers if she could register a good lift here.
And there it is. 226, a kilo ahead of the Nigerian lifter.
And Garlam soon learned that she could finish no worse than 2nd after Numbisi withdrew through injury. She'd have to settle for 4th. Next to appear was Eileen Chikamatana. She won gold for Fiji on the Gold Coast, but has since switched nations to Australia after a disagreement over coaching. She carried an 8 kilogram lead into the clean and jerk, so this lift was likely to secure her the title. And Garland returned for her 3rd and final lift, hoping for a personal best.
Look at that, she's really happy, and rightly so, for the sequence she has just delivered.
Having registered a 4th good lift of the evening, this time at 137 kilos, Chikamatana returned for her final attempt at 145. On the line were her 2nd and 3rd Games records of the evening.
Oh, brilliant! Gold medalist in the women's 87 kilos, sets new Commonwealth Games records in the clean and jerk, the total 145 kilos to win her 2nd Commonwealth title.
Chikamatana and Garlam and Oshio with the gold, silver and bronze medals respectively. Earlier in the day there was a fantastic atmosphere inside the NEC as Don Opologi took centre stage. The Samoan lifter is one of 6 members of the same family in the current national team training squad, and he blew away the opposition in the men's 96 kilogram category.
171 big kilos.
After snatching those 171 kilos, Otologi, the 2018 silver medalist in the 85kg class, clean and jerked 210 and completed a hat-trick of Commonwealth Games records with an overall total of 381 kilos. India's Vikas Thakur was a distant second, with Fiji's Taniela Rainibogi third.
To Leamington Spa for the lawn bowls. South Africa took on India in the women's fours gold medal match. As the sixth end concluded, and with India 2 points ahead, skip Rupurani Turkey saw her bowl take a fortunate edge towards the jack. Her South African counterpart, Johanna Snyman, needed a perfect delivery if she were to reduce India's advantage.
Now then, really no adjustment needed, but it's going to catch the front one and take it on out.
Very unlucky, extremely unlucky. She was on pretty good track again.
It's a really good score for India.
India up by 5, but in a to and fro game, South Africa had the lead as the 11th end concluded. Turkey well wide of the mark. Then India eased away once more, and Johanna Snyman had one chance to save the game.
Is there to be a Leamington Spa miracle, or is it gold for India? It's a first Commonwealth lawn bowls medal for India, and they've done it in style with a gold.
In the bronze match, New Zealand had a comfortable win over Fiji by 17 points to 6. In the men's pairs B6-B8 finals, Scotland faced Australia in the gold medal match. At 2 points all, Australia's Damien Delgado dropped in a pinpoint delivery.
Very good line. And extremely good weight.
Yeah, the front toucher to boot.
Sitting right on the jack.
Australia ahead by 2, but could Scotland come back to lead? Kevin Wallace stepped up to the mat for his last bowl of end 7.
Any bowl that passes the jack here would be in a very good position. The best shot would be to sit the blue out nearest to the jack on the left there. Lovely weight through the gap for the jack.
Oh, it's perfect.
That's a good bowl from Kevin Wallace. He's lovely weight around the short Aussie bowl, onto the shot bowl, flops over, 3 down, stand back.
3 shots to Scotland.
That proved to be the turning point. Wallace and partner Gary Brown sealing victory as Chris Flavel came to deliver the final bowl of end 14.
Let's it go. Needs to start biting back. Well, give it a chance, but it's gold for Scotland. Well, Gary Brown and Kevin Wallace, just a stronger pair throughout on the day.
Gold for Scotland, silver for Australia, while England took the bronze as they had defeated New Zealand.
Five days of 3x3 basketball at Smithfield have reached a fitting climax, with 4 finals dominated by 3 countries, Canada, Australia and England. The first was in the men's wheelchair event. This one featured Canada and Australia, and it was a 1-point game with just over a minute remaining.
On his way to basket. Oh, way to play the defender.
There is a whistle on the play. Higgins couldn't put it home. Dalton into Popel. If he puts it down, it's a 2-point game, and it is 9-11. Technical warning. They restarted.
But what a drive for Colin Higgins, and he misses the layup.
Dalton gets the rebound.
They need to foul or stop the game, running the clock down at this stage.
Dalton held the ball as long as he could.
But they need to get it outside the 2-point line and look for the 2-point shot.
No, doesn't go. Wow, Australia have clinched the
so close once more, and the first ever 3x3 gold medalists are Australia.
So the first goal deciders, but in the next match, the women's wheelchair final, it was Canada who came out on top with a comprehensive 14-5 victory. In the non-disabled 3x3, England were represented in both finals. The men played Australia, with the host nation hoping to repeat their victory over the same opponents in the group phase. This one went down to the wire, Australia leading by 1 point with 50 seconds remaining.
Ray has the ball. England are brave.
Gotta have it.
Anderson dunks it for 13 apiece, and he showboats to the crowd who respond.
Well, he's getting the crowd fired up. Jamal Anderson.
Wagstaff asks for one himself, doesn't get it. Johnson has the ball. It's a tied game.
Now England hold for the last shot. Hesson wants to get fouled. No foul call. Referee's not going to call a foul, that's for sure.
3 seconds. Johnson, this for gold, doesn't go. We are going to overtime for gold. Johnson into Wagstaff. Henry hassles, he harries, he keeps Wagstaff at range, but Wagstaff doesn't care.
If you're England,
Australia
don't
have
panic.
advantage.
England doesn't need to panic.
Henry for 2, he doesn't get it. Martin Henlon saying layups will win the game.
And that's what Australia want now.
Johnson inside.
Oh, what
the
defense
of Heston. It's overtime. It's 16-15 Australia. Australia need a point. England need 2 for gold. Johnson has to come outside the arc to go back in. He goes for 2. It doesn't go. Heston will get the ball. He goes for 2. It goes. The local lad is the hero for England. Birmingham's best has won gold in Birmingham. England have done it in overtime.
The curtain came down on the first ever 3x3 basketball event with the women's final between England and Canada. And typically for an outstanding tournament, this was too close to call.
Green breathes, shoots, doesn't get it. Hanson, good position against Beckford Norton, just gave her a little nudge. Now she drives the basket up for 1, gets it as well. 10-13 and Canada draw away with under 40 seconds left in the gold medal match.
Is that the series of play that decides the gold medal?
Beckford Norton can!
Maybe not.
Beckford Norton!
Wow! From the timeout, Canada were in control.
And Sheridan Green! Green has the ball!
Fine jump! Oh, they're going to go Beckford Norton. She wants it hard. She's got jump in the corner. The foul has been called. Hanson not allowing Green to post up.
Jump gets it into Sheridan Green. That battle between her and Warren, and she wins it this time to make it 13.
Whose ball is it? It stays with Canada. 2.6.
2.6 to get a shot off. Otherwise, overtime it goes. You have to score 2 and you get the gold.
This is the matchup to decide the gold medal, possibly. Could be going to overtime. Tibiasu against Beckford Norton. She's going to take it. Beckford Norton's going to try and stop her.
Tibiasu drives the basket for 1. She's put it up. She's put it in. Canada have done it. Now, this is going to be reviewed. This is going to be checked. It has to be checked.
They're going to check whether or not the ball had left her hand before the red light came on. If that may get waved off, they've waved it off.
There it is. Canada have taken the gold. Not just at the last second, at the last split second. And it is Sarah Tibiasu with the magic.
The gold medal match to decide the table tennis men's team champions of 2022 took centre stage at the NEC. 2014 winners Singapore against 2018 gold medalist India, and the tie opened with a cracking first game in the doubles match.
Desai will be disappointed there. He had a good chance to make that top spin.
Finally, they're up and running.
That seemed to deflate Singapore, who lost the next 2 games and so trailed 1-love going into the first of the singles matches, in which they fielded Clarence Chiu, the first Singapore-born male tennis player to qualify for the men's singles competition at the Olympics. He won the first game, but faced a strong challenge in the second.
What can Chiu produce here? Not enough that time. It missed by some way. Ashanta gets a bit of luck. 14-12 taking that second game. It is 1 game each.
India's Sharath Kamal Ashanta is without doubt a great entertainer.
Fantastic. Little smile from Ashanta, and he lost the point. That's how good it was.
Ultimately, it was Chiu who took the next 2 games to win the match and level the tie at 1-1.
And Clarence Chiu has beaten the Indian #1, the great Sharath Kamal Ashanta.
Cohen Pang was next up for Singapore, with Sathyan Gnanasekaran at the other end of the table for India. We joined the action in the first game.
What a comeback this is.
It's been quite incredible control and feeling and manoeuvring the ball around the table by Gnanasekaran.
4 consecutive points. Yeah.
10-11.
Loaded up with a lot of topspin. It was so inviting. Second chance.
12.
Well, he used all his experience there, and he has a wealth of it. Sathyan Gnanasekaran.
1 game to love.
That set the tone for this encounter. It was intense and close fought. Pang won the second game.
11-7.
Gnanasekaran the third.
11-7.
He'd take the match with a victory in the fourth, which he duly did. That the most one-sided game of this singles bout. So that meant India would retain their crown if Harmeet Desai could overcome the impressive left-handed Chiu in his match. As good a paddler as the Singaporean is, Harmeet Desai was on fire.
Magnificent India. They defended their title.
India again on the top step of the podium. Singapore took the silver, with England securing bronze earlier in the day. Still at the NEC, and Malaysia took on India in badminton's mixed team gold medal match, a repeat of the 2018 final. India, winners on the Gold Coast, were 18-15 up in the first game of the doubles, but Malaysia staged a thrilling comeback.
Oh, brilliant defence. Oh, this is amazing badminton. Extraordinary. 5 straight points for the Malaysians, and now 2 game point opportunities. Oh my goodness, see if he's going to leave that. Good defence, and they've done it. That is simply extraordinary. From 15-18 down.
The pair carried that momentum into the second game and won the opening match. But then VP Sindhu came to India's rescue in the women's singles, defeating Go Jin Wei to level the tie. At this point, the tension ramped up even further in the men's singles match. The first game was tight.
Opening game to Malaysia at NCong.
Kidambi Srikanth fought back to win the second, so the third game would decide the match.
NCong has given Malaysia a 2-1 lead.
That meant that victory for Malaysia in the women's doubles would clinch the tie.
Incredible. What a rally. Magnificent defence from Pearly Tan. Great defence. That's gone long. Opening game to Malaysia. And Pearly Tan and Tina Buralaturan. Did she get that back? That was extraordinary. 3 gold medal points for the 3-time former champions, Malaysia. They've done it. Malaysian teammates rush on to court to embrace Pearly Tan and Tina Buralaturan.
Gold for a jubilant Malaysia. India had to settle for silver, while Singapore beat England earlier in the day to take the bronze.
We begin our roundup with netball, where Australia remain top of Pool A thanks to a win over Wales. But Jamaica are another side yet to lose. Their latest success came against Scotland. In Pool B, the English Roses continue their defence of the title by beating Uganda. And the other nation to make it 4 wins from 4, New Zealand. Their victory over Trinidad and Tobago meant they're level with England at the top of the pool. There was a dominant display in the boxing ring from 29-year-old Mervyn Clare of Mauritius. He fought Australian Taha Ahmed in the light middleweight round of 16 and emerged a comfortable winner. Clare was an Olympic quarter-finalist in Tokyo, and now he's also through to the last 8 in Birmingham. He fights Welshman Geraint Croft next. England have continued to make steady progress in the women's hockey tournament. They kept up their perfect record so far by beating India 3-1 in Pool A. That means they're still on course to maintain their record of never failing to win a medal in this event at the Games.
Squash now, and the women's singles semi-finals, where one of the favourites was New Zealand's Joelle King. Having defeated Holly Norton in the first game, King was beaten in the next 2. In the fourth, the Canadian, who'd lost all 4 of her previous encounters with the defending champion, faced the biggest moment of her career.
Oh, she's done it! Holly Norton has done it! It's outrageous!
7-11, 11-3. The other women's semi-final was an all-English affair. Georgina Kennedy, in her first games, was drawn against 2018 silver medalist Sarah Jane Perry. But it was Kennedy who triumphed. She meets Holly Norton in the final on day 6.
3-1.
To the men's semi-finals now, and Paul Cole faced India's Saurav Ghosal. The New Zealander's nicknamed Superman, and Ghossal's hopes of proving to be the top seed's kryptonite at Birmingham 2022 proved to be short-lived. Cole with a straight sets victory.
Out.
She's out of court. Paul Cole very, very solid.
Match to Cole. 3 games to love.
The final match of the evening saw Wales's Joel Makin face the defending champion James Willstrop. Despite the calibre of his opponent, Macon was looking to make history and win his nation's first ever gold medal in squash.
Here it comes, Joel Macon lets it out. He's been very focused and quiet throughout the whole of that.
It will be Macon against Paul Cole in the men's final.
Australia continued to dominate the medal table in Birmingham after day 5. Another good performance in the swimming pool certainly helped. With 42 goals, just part of their huge haul of 106 medals in total, they sit above the host nation England, who have 31 goals. New Zealand remain third. We'll leave you with swimmer Adam Peaty and the moment he knew he'd cope with all the pressure and still delivered gold for England.